chasing financial freedom, man. We chasing that financial freedom, you know. We up and at it, man. Early Saturday morning, we up and at it, man. As you can see from the background, it's a lot going on in here. This is actually our unit in our multifamily home that we are getting ready to begin some renovations on. Actually got some contractors coming through today. You know, we're getting ready to get these kitchen floors done over. And I just wanted to bring you guys along with this journey and tell you about why we chose to purchase a multifamily home, you know, with hopes on elevating to our goals, to our dreams of financial freedom and stuff like that, you know. So this property here, you know, we were able to purchase with an FHA loan. FHA loan, you can look it up yourself. It's a government program for first-time homeowners. Where, you know, it's much less requirements to purchase than your typical standard mortgage. FHA, to my knowledge, it may have changed since we purchased this home, but the requirements to get into FHA are only 3.5% down payment and just about, I believe, a 600 credit score. It's not like your standard mortgage where you need a 720 credit score. Now it's a different day and age now. You know, you're able to get into an FHA with roughly a 600 credit score, 3.5% down, and you just need 2 years of stable full-time income. If you meet those 3 qualifications, then you yourself will be eligible to purchase a home as well through FHA. Through FHA as well, you can purchase anywhere from a 1-family to a 4-family. So you can get a single-family home, or you can get, you know, a home with 4 units in it. It's totally up to you. You know, we would have liked to get the most units as possible with such a low down payment, but you know, in our market here, we were only able to land us a multifamily home. So this is the multifamily home, unit downstairs, unit upstairs. We are currently staying downstairs, and you know, we are gonna be soon getting tenants in here. So, you know, reason why that's important is because, you know, trying to get ahead in life, anything to do with financial status, you know, you gotta create some assets for yourself. You gotta create some assets, different sources of income, man, different sources of income. We've all heard stories about real estate and how that's always been a key investment route for, you know, people obtaining financial freedom. And, you know, honestly, I can see why, because, you know, real estate doesn't do nothing but really appreciate. And, you know, it can be of a great deal of benefit to you. As you can see, it's a lot going on here, man. I got the whole kitchen torn apart. We're getting ready to do all these floors over, man. Gonna try to save this refrigerator here. Try to save all these countertops much as possible. It doesn't have to be anything pretty and luxury. It's just a rental property, and you know, we don't stay in like an upscale neighborhood or something like that. So, you know, medium class, low class tenants is you know, what we'll probably land ourselves here. You know, it's just so important for us to, you know, cut out that cost of living, you know, for ourselves. And I'm sure, just like many of you guys, our biggest expense in life was always rent. Rent was always the biggest expense every month. And here in upstate New York, those rent prices don't do nothing but, you know, go up, continue to go up. I've never seen a time where rent prices were, you know, going downwards. So even right here, right now, this is a smaller unit. This is the smaller unit in our home. We live in a bigger unit downstairs with my family. Up here, it's just a smaller 2-bedroom. And rental rates here, we'll probably be getting somewhere around $12.50 a month for something like this. And as you can see, it's fairly small. Bathroom's a mess, really small bathroom. I was getting ready to get a whole new floor done and all that, new bathroom towels and stuff like that. Just trying to keep everything at, you know, as cheap as possible. We don't want to get into too many unnecessary renovations. You know, one thing I want to point out, I wish I knew coming into this whole thing, is that you know, you kind of want to be, you kind of want to have some type of experience when purchasing a home, or have somebody that's knowledgeable with you. We ran into so many issues here since purchasing this home that it was so discouraging. At times, you wanted to throw in the towel. We wanted to just call it quits, sell the place, throw it in the trash. All the above, man. All the above. It's been really tough as well, but we're starting to see the light finally. We finally starting to see the light, But I just want to give you guys some helpful tips if you're looking to get into your first home to avoid some of the mistakes that I made. First things first, I would say is when you're looking for homes on the market, and you're going to view these homes, and you found a home that you're interested in, it's time to get your inspection and appraisal done, and all the above. I recommend finding your own home inspector. You want to find your own home inspector, someone that you can trust, someone that their expertise. You got a rapport with them, and you can assure that you won't be getting shortcutted anywhere. This is something I kind of knew, I kind of had in mind, but when the time came, so caught up in the heat of the moment that I didn't even stick to my own words, and I allowed our real estate investor to use his home inspector, and that was a big mistake, man. He didn't, we weren't informed on any of the bigger problems that existed with this place, man. We came into this place, off the rip within a short period, man. We had a bunch of roof leaks going on, man. I mean, like really bad roof leaks going on. We didn't come in to do our inspection when it was raining or snowing or anything like that outside, so we weren't able to tell. We didn't see any signs of any water damage or stuff like that. But honestly, I wasn't even looking too much in depth. I wasn't even thinking to be looking out for things of that nature. So, that was a major setback for us with the roof leak. We ended up just getting a brand new roof put on, and hopefully that'll last the rest of this lifetime, man. That's our goal. But yeah, so you want to have your own home inspector if possible, man. Link up with somebody that that's out there in the field. Don't rely and trust in those real estate investors, those real estate inspectors. So another thing I want to point out is if you're not yourself knowledgeable of residential dwellings, then I suggest you get someone experienced for just all the major components of a home to come out with you before pulling the trigger and purchasing your home, man. The 4 major components of a home is going to be the roof, the plumbing, the electrical, and the foundation, man. If all those things are in good shape, then anything other than that is really just cosmetic. Those are the 4 major elements, the 4 most costly expenses. So I recommend get a plumber out there with you, get an electrician out there with you. See how the house is ran. Any problems that may exist, so that way these things are not hitting you like a ton of bricks when you run into problems and stuff. And that's some of the things that's been happening to me. Like I said, it's been really discouraging at some times. We wanted to just sell the place or throw in the towel, but we see the light, man. We see the light. We plan on having this place rented with tenants, and hopefully in the next month or 2, and that'll be beautiful. 2025, man. We trying to claim everything that's ours. We trying to claim everything that's ours. So once we get this place rented out here, we're hoping to get somewhere around like 1,200. We'll get, that's like the market rates here where we reside. So, 1,200 for this unit here, man. That pretty much covers the mortgage, the taxes, the insurance, all the above. All the above, it will be almost covered in just this one unit here. So that means we went from a rent to a mortgage, and then we're supplementing that mortgage rental income that will, take over and cover that expense for us. And our goal is to, once we do that, plan to move out of the downstairs unit and rent that out as well. Downstairs, we have a much bigger unit, 3 bedrooms, master bedroom, laundry room, and stuff like that, where, we plan to get probably upwards of 1,500 for. So, in this old place here, we plan to be pulling in some rental income, producing, over 2,600 a month from this place here. And like I said, that'll cover all of our expenses and much more, leave us with a nice cash flow, hopefully at the end of the month. Now, it's not as easy as just doing that. It's still other, still other ducks you want to have in order. Like when it comes to your tenant, for instance, you want to get some good quality tenants up here. You don't want to just settle for anybody. You want somebody that's going to take care of your place. Someone that's responsible, that has a track history of paying their bills on time and things of that nature. So, because it's tricky, a lot of people get discouraged just because they hear the stories about, landlords getting screwed over by tenants that, move in and decide to not want to pay the rent anymore. Now you're stuck and you can't just physically just get them out of your property. You have to go through a legal process of removing them, which can be very timely. And depending on which state you're in, that time can range, widely. So do your due diligence, Sean, man. Know your eviction processes in your city where you are and things of that nature, man. But that's just some helpful tips that you can cover yourself with. Like I said, man, it was very discouraging at times, but moving forward now, it's like what I always say here, man, experience is the best teacher. It's the best teacher. So if we didn't just jump into this and learn everything we knew, we wouldn't know, half the things we know moving forward. So now moving forward, when we go to purchase our next one, hopefully sooner than later, we have so much more knowledge of what to look for to make sure that, we're making the right move. Because that's what it's all about, man, making those power moves, moving strategically, Again, you guys look into it, man. Look into it. FHA, first time homeowner program, man. It is great. 3.5% down, man. You don't need an arm and a leg. You know what we did, honestly? When we purchased this home, we used our federal income tax money for our down payment. We were able to purchase this home with the down payment and the closing costs and everything associated with it for under 10 grand. Under 10 grand, man, like I said, we ran into a lot of issues since we moved here, man. We ended up having a sewer line break, in the basement and stuff like that. And it was just a big mess. I ended up having to move the family out of here for a few days into a hotel just because all the sewage and plumbage was all backed up. I mean, I had to get the guys out here, and then come to find out, we didn't even have that covered on our insurance policy. This is another thing that, I was just inexperienced about, and we didn't even have that on our insurance policy. So not having that cost us, almost 8 grand. It was almost 8 grand to get that sewer line fixed. And come to find out, after speaking with insurance, just adding that to our policy would only cost us like an extra $20 a year or something like that for, to have that a problem like that covered. So, that was extremely frustrating. $8,000 just out of nowhere was, we don't just got that type of money laying around all the time. So, it was tough, man. It was tough, but thank God we were able to make it happen. We got a new sewer line, and we actually just recently had a main water supply line break from the front outside, coming from the street. Come to find out, it was on the property line, so it was our responsibility. That was something that we were able to have insurance cover, though, thank God. But things happen along the way. And, we just got so much more knowledge on what to look for now. As you can see, don't worry about the mess, man. I'm about to do some cleaning up. I really haven't been in there. The holidays just passed and stuff like that. So, I kind of been blowing this project off. But, we can't do that. We got to get the ball rolling. when it comes to real estate. Every day that this property sits empty, we're losing out on money here, and we don't have money to lose. We got goals, dreams, and aspirations in life. So, we got to get to it. As you can see, this is a much smaller place, older place. Thinking about getting rid of this whole, space heater setup here. Probably transition into some electric baseboard heaters or something like that. But yeah, man, look, this is a great start for anyone, trying to obtain financial